Anish, you just drew your game against Abdusattorov. In the opening, things were shaping up to be quite exciting. At first, let's start with that. Can you tell us a bit about the opening stages?
Yeah, I tried my new strategy, which is to prepare one thing and play another. It actually worked quite well for me in the tournament so far, but today it didn't. Unfortunately, I think I confused two variations with each other, and I realized that. And I think actually, so here I should go knight db5, which is nothing for white. Black knows what to do.
Where was here?
Is where I went knight to c2 after c5. Because black can also play c5 without queen e7, and then you can go to c2 as well. And I think that's what I've sort of confused. And the problem is that I was, black has sort of various ways to equalize, and it's hard to remember all of them. And anyway, you don't know which one to pick. But yeah, I should have. The prep didn't work out. Like, the position is maybe interesting, but he had things much more fresh in his memory, it seems. And after knight c2, actually, I was thinking bishop e6. I'm already not on a good side. I was actually concerned because I realized I mixed up. Because I tried to transpose into the line that I know, and then at some point I realized that when I follow my plan, I'm going to lose an exchange. So then I was like, hang on a second, this is not it. And okay, luckily he was not ambitious. He played for equality. And then actually, at one point, he started to drift a little bit with this knight to a4. And he was about to blunder with knight c6. I saw his hand going up, and then I have knight d5, and actually his knight on a4 kind of trapped for a very bad trade.
You mean after king, after knight d3?
Yeah, when he went knight b6 check instead of that. Yeah. Because otherwise his knight came from d7 to a4, only to go back. So that was not the plan, clearly. But then he realized that okay, knight 6, knight d5 is bad, and he switched gears into defending, and in fact, yes, he can waste his 4 tempi and come back to d7, and he's still fine. And okay, I tried to bluff that knight c5 is good because my king sort of shoulders his king. Opponent game would be winning, but then at some point I realized that there is just no way to ever win that position. So I just had to offer a draw. If I trade knights, I'm just trying to find a way to trade knights. One thing that was interesting maybe is to go knight d5. Because I missed it after b6, I have knight takes b6. But in the worst case, you can move the knight away. And it's really hard because whenever I start my minority attack, at some point I was even seeing the lines when I go a4, a5, and if he goes knight c6, I go a6, and then he just has to go knight d8, and my whole minority attack is just to create him passed pawn. And on the other side, he's just 4 against 3. So yeah, I realized the endgame is nothing. And I think it was never anything, actually. Just at some point, I got a little excited.
So the status quo remains at the very top. Magnus is half a point, was half a point behind you going into this round. His game is still.
So.
Huh?
I don't think so. Was he half a point behind me? Really? Oh Jesus, that's very bad.
Nobody's backing me up.
Wait,
yeah? Yes.
He's half a point behind me. Yeah. I don't check the standings, it's not relevant. Another question.
You made me insecure, but I think he was half a point behind you. Have you seen his position right now?
Yeah, I was very surprised. Right now I saw that he's putting pressure because I maybe misevaluated sort of, because I know that you can sometimes put pressure with bishop against knight, but black looked so active at some point, and it looked like black should be very comfortable, but I guess Wesley decided to go into the defensive mode. I don't think that's necessary, because actually if you do that, then the pawn on b6 turns out to be a weakness. And yeah, I think if black goes into a very passive approach, it's possible to lose that position. So yeah, maybe that's possible. But to be honest, I don't see how it impacts me very much. We've already played, and I have 2 more rounds to go, play other people. So I think it's all good.
Final question, 2 rounds to go, as you say. Tomorrow you play against Jordan, the Dutch clash. Is that a special game?
I think I've probably achieved my goal, which was to secure the Dutch #1 position before we play each other. And now there's less pressure. Maybe I'll be able to handle it.
Fantastic. Anish, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.